I can't be the only one out there who adds this thing onto the eBay packages whenever you undercharge on shipping. Alright, well, let's hope we make it there. Best of luck. Alright, well, heading down to the mechanic shop now where I dropped this thing off. I haven't made an appointment, but I'm not going to drive this for any time in the unforeseeable future, given now the, well, it's leaking a lot of oil. So, I was thinking about even calling a tow truck in, but when I checked the oil yesterday, it seemed like we have enough oil in there. It's just more like there's a serious leak. So, I figure I can make it a couple miles to mechanics. It is trash picking day, but as expected, I don't really expect to find really any trash out here. I'm also kind of concerned, so this isn't bad here, but there's really bad snow drifts in areas, so I don't know if I'll be able to take my van out. They sometimes have garbage out, so we might have to just skip garbage for today. Granted, there's probably not a whole lot out. No one's really dragging out big pieces of furniture in this weather. But we have pretty bad snow drifts in areas. This isn't bad, but when you go by fields and a lot of land, open area, it can get very sketcy without four-wheel drive. This guy is just driving with his brakes on. Yeah, you can see it. Oh, it's kind of tripping. Yep, that ain't good. Oh, there's another trip. Oh, oh, yep. That's tough. See you later, Jeep. Got my freeze-dried candy. I won in a giveaway, then I bought one bag. I'll show you kind of towards the end. Might do actually a review video on it. Different freeze-dried candy, something a little bit different. So the Jeep is dropped off. Yeah, not great. It's probably going to be pretty expensive. If the issue is what it was before, it's not going to be cheap. If it's more than that, it's really not going to be cheap. But yeah, that's dropped off. Thankfully, I made it over there just all right. If you ever have a leaking oil problem, you definitely need to get that fixed. That is a major issue. But here's my box. So I won a giveaway on Whatnot. Okay, and I'll probably do a review video on this product, on freeze-dried candy, ranking freeze-dried candy, because if you're someone out there who likes sweets, it's kind of like a hip alternative in a way. It's just candy, but it's freeze-dried, so it's altered in a way, and not like your astronaut ice cream sandwiches, even though that is essentially freeze-dried candy, like Skittles and marshmallows. There's all those different things, so these are actually really, really good. And I don't know what he sent me. So I won 3 and I bought 1 bag. So I bought a bag of these things called Crunchies. That's them. They're Crunch Melts. Freeze-dried caramel apple Crunch Melts. So they're marshmallows, but they're coated in green apple caramel. But he sent me freeze-dried black cherry Crunch Melts. Taffy. So these are usually really, really good. And then lastly, we have Skittles. So for free, I got marshmallows, black cherry, right? Black cherry marshmallows, Skittles, and this is your saltwater taffy. So good giveaway for free on Whatnot. Whatnot's a great platform to win giveaways if you really have nothing else to do. And then if you like something, like I've tried stuff, and now I'm going to try their caramel apple. So, pretty good. All right, now we're back home. I got to somehow find... Oh, man, this is going to be fun. So much stuff. You want to talk about being a hoarder of things. Every time I go to auctions, I always take these. I mean, this is Christmas. This is more Christmas. That's flamingos. They're napkins. They're awful. They're terrible napkins. But trying to find, maybe there's one over here. Trying to find one of those wraps for the mattress. All right, got one. All right, let's go and wrap a mattress. Garbage company should be here shortly. Snowplow just went by again to knock out all the snow drifts. So, all right. Oh, we made it to the garage. Now we gotta play the guessing game. This is a full mattress bag. That thing's disgusting. Is that full size? I feel like that is full size. That kind of looks like more of a pain to do. This looks easier. I guess we'll work on this one. All right. Also be a lot easier if I just saw the garbage guy and was like, hey, can I just throw these in? I know one of my neighbors one time did that. He saw the garbage guy showing up and he's like, oh, you can't just throw these in? He's like, yeah, as long as if you don't wrap them, you got to do it yourself. I'll throw these in the garbage truck myself if I had to. But instead, now we struggle. It's easier to do these if they are a solid mattress. The ones that fold over and are really flimsy, they suck. This also has like a little... This is why this stuff's so expensive. I also, whenever I find these for like under $3, I always buy them. Because if you go to... I wonder if you went to Home Depot what they would be. But if you go to like a storage facility, they do sell these. And I think they're like around $12 a piece. And the reason why I do this is because this is how the garbage company will take your mattress. As long as you wrap it in this. And almost every garbage company out there, this is kind of their regulation. If they take mattresses. Some garbage companies just simply will not take a mattress. And now you gotta remember how these go on. Alright, it's one of those, I think. This way. No. We'll find it. There we go. Oh. Alright. Now I gotta just get it through this whole maze of stuff and get out the door. Since I know you guys are all super curious if this thing would slide on snow, slides like a champ. Man, look at that oil leak. I didn't notice any more spots this morning driving it off, but ooh, that's serious. Decided to go inside and see what my nice, beautiful dresser is at. Looks like we're at $40 with 3 bids. Still got almost, well, it's got 6 days left. All right, very fortunate. My one neighbor used the tractor and pushed all the snow over here. This is in front of my barn. Just gotta try to at least get so I can open up this door. Funny enough, you kind of have to do the side pieces because this front door rolls to the right and left. But we'll see if we can get this at least freed up a little bit so we can at least walk into the barn. So I was fortunate enough, I got out the other garbage. They took the mattress. Nice. Took the mattress. I didn't have to tape up the other side, which wouldn't be too big of an issue. It was just more like another step that I don't really think it was necessary. Just grab it from the other side that's not exposed. All right, you just drag it along, flip it in, you're done. So yeah, that was good. Too bad I completely forgot that garbage can was there. All right, what's kind of going off here? I can't really see it. So next to that ladder, you can kind of see it down there. It's 2 green bins. I'm gonna start trying to pack in some flea market stuff up here to this building. But yeah, we're due for a nice storage unit. If you guys might remember, I usually pack all my storage unit junk right here, and that is now completely empty. None of that stuff is storage unit stuff. In fact, I don't even know what's in here. This might be towels and stuff. Yeah. Towels, there's some clothes. There you go, Big Mac pants. Those are in there. So that's probably going to be more market stuff. I think below that is a $3 bin. So yeah, we're actually doing pretty good. So I wanted to come up here to make at least a little bit of space to be able to get stuff in. So fortunately I was able to free open that door. But man, it's cold. It is freezing. Maybe what I should do is probably work on this, this. Not on this. Olipop, not sponsored. Kind of like Poppy a little more. I'm not a huge soda person, and just some of the flavors taste really weird. Does anyone out there drink Olipop? Do you guys think the cherry cola is like probably one of the most disgusting things anyone's ever made? I think it's awful. Okay. This. Try to get some of this stuff done. Worth a whole lot more than scrap to buy this thing. But who's really going to buy this? You know, it's actually not a bad idea to keep it for frozen pizzas. But at the same time, are you really going to keep this in your house and use storage space for this? Probably not. Unless you live in a mansion, no one has space to keep one of these in their house. So practical, yes. Probably sellable, not. These wires I've had for so long. I started splitting them with a wire stripper, but since they're so thin, they go as like I think it's number 2 wire, and they were getting inside my skin, so I kind of decided not to do that anymore. But I think I'm going to bring them back up to the barn and run them through the wire stripper. It's just so easy with that machine. But I got to find a way to split these in a way where it doesn't split the copper strands inside. This is the wire that's super thin. But I've had these spools. I bought it last year. Actually, well, that wasn't last year. It was the year before. The auctioneer that I consign all the better stuff with, the furniture, for example, the dresser and the snap-on stuff, he had a tailgate auction 2 years ago. And he had that system. And had 2 spools of wire on it. I think I paid $10 on it. Copper's up. $1.20 per pound for insulated wire. So right here, it's probably $10 just for this. In scrap. Solid. If that's what you want to do. But we're going to knock out some of this stuff. I think I need my soles on. This guy's got to go over there. This Romex, this is Romex, so we'll put this with my other Romex. Knock that out. This stuff. This might be the good stuff to split. All right, put that aside. I would actually go ahead and split wire today, but it is ridiculously cold, so I don't think we're going to be doing that. Knock these off. We're going to clean off this piece here. I did have a couple people suggest that I do a video from inside here, and with doing that, I don't know, it's not much different than my live stream, but maybe we can do that. I did want to get motivated to do some cleaning up. Hopefully everyone's staying warm. I know, at least for myself and many other people, we are kind of expecting a snowstorm. And look at that, number 2 copper. Nice. We're expecting a snowstorm again this weekend, but I woke up this morning and on my phone, the weather forecast for both Saturday and Sunday now shows 0 inches of snow. So how do you go from one day is 9 to 10, and then the next day is, look at that, 9 to 10 for Saturday, and I think it was 7 or 8 for Sunday, so it'd be like about 15, 16 inches of snow. But how do you go from that to 0 inches of snow in total? So we'll have to see if that ever actually occurs. Nice copper there. Copper is going up. Ironically enough, the scrapyard, they announced on their website that they're actually closing. Oh no, they're opening later. So usually they open, I think, at 7:30. They're now opening. Is it 7? No, maybe it's 8:30. It's 8 or 8:30. Yeah. It's no wait, it's 7:30. I don't know what time they open. Anyway, I think it's 7:30. But anyway, they're opening now at 10 o'clock because of the cold weather. It's that cold that they're opening nearly 3 hours later. Pretty remarkable. But yeah, it's supposed to get really bad here shortly. Like tomorrow through Saturday, it's supposed to be like negative degrees every day. Not the best. I know a lot of people in Minnesota watch my channel. They're saying you guys have been getting really, really cold weather. So you hear me complain a little bit here and there. Here in Pennsylvania, we do get cold weather. I think anything under 20 is probably cold. Maybe you can argue anything under 30 is cold. Let's say 20 degrees. It's probably the cutoff. Let's see what we got here. This should be all die cast. Jeez, that just went in my cup. See this? You guys hang out with me, we get things accomplished. Alright, now these have been here forever because they have a weird design on them. It's amazing. I have 100,000 of these drill bits. Somehow, someway, I never have the right one. I'm looking for a star design. Might do it. That's not gonna work. None in there. I don't know if I have a bit. That might work. That does. Looks like. Well, we might have to retire on these guys. I think what I'll have to do is maybe cut this off, and that'll be that. That might not work. We can try. No, that ain't gonna work. I don't have one thin enough to get these screws out. Interesting. Just have to use the Sawzall, put my glasses on, and we'll just cut this open. Be a lot nicer if I had a vise. There. So this is all clean die cast. The life of scrap life. So anyway, it's kind of fun for you guys to tag along for a little bit. I did clear off the workbench. Yeah, what a what a rig job this is, huh? 2 sawhorses and a piece of plywood. Gotta love it. Oh, got a couple pieces. I don't know when I'm going to take this stuff in, and that is aluminum cans. complain about almost every time I take them in that it's never even worth it to take them or save them. But I like the idea of recycling. I don't know how much, like when you actually put it in your recycling can, I don't know how much recycling that is. Also, speaking of recycling, this is getting thrown right in the garbage. This is what I was talking about. The Mother's Back to Black Restore. This is the stuff that kind of screwed up the side of my van. We're throwing this out. Don't use this. It doesn't help. It makes it look nice for like a week, 2 weeks, and then now it looks awful even when it's completely clean. So this is getting thrown out. Trash. But yeah, thanks for tagging along. Tomorrow, I don't know if I'm going trash picking. I don't know what this weather. This weather, it's not great. It's actually snowing now. Yeah, it's snowing now. We are supposed to go hang out with Box Truck Guy to maybe do a clean out of a garage or maybe do a pick of a garage. I know the parking situation is very weird. I know I probably can't take my van. Don't know if I'll get my Jeep back before then. So we'll have to see what that kind of goes down with, and I don't know. We'll play it by ear. If not, we're going to try and figure out something for tomorrow's episode. But stay tuned. I know the winter is rough. Hopefully we can get into some storage units at some point. I don't even know where we're going to park or do anything, but keep on trekking along, I guess. Anyway, thanks for tagging along for another cold episode here at Taco Stack. Stay warm, stay dry, and of course, if you guys enjoy, hit the like button, subscribe down below for our next episode here with Taco Stacks. Until next time, have a great day. Keep living the dream. Peace.